Good afternoon. My name is MASECHABA KOBOLA, and you're watching Galaxy Universal Network Social Trends. If you just tuned in, please do follow us on Twitter on trends_galaxy and Insta Galaxy SA_trends, and follow our Galaxy Universal Network page on @gun_TV_ for Twitter and Instagram. And of course, I'm having it KATLEGO MOGAMPANYANE.
Shout out ATR. Thank you for that. I mean, you took me so long. It took so long to greet me. I haven't forgotten my own greeting. Special greetings to everyone in Nigeria, Tanzania, Somalia, Sudan, everyone on the African continent. Those that haven't seen us for like 2 days from the weekend. You know what, guys? It's gonna be a dope one. And just welcome to the show. Today
we've got really exciting and quite serious hashtags, but it's going to be a very good one. And the first headline is #Bonang.
Yeah, and we'll also be talking about MOGAMPANYANE is actually trending one more time.
And Master KG lashes out on Nsigimazwai.
And #post South Africa first. And #people are saying Nigerians must go. What is that all about?
And #Eskom.
Yeah, and let's just move on to a lighter story. I mean, it's easy to start off with these gloomy stories, but today we're like, you know what? Let's just start with entertainment so that you know what, we are hyped up because you're from the weekend. I mean, hey, I got to know how you were backstage, but hey, at least so yeah, just welcome to the show.
You love embarrassing me now.
I'm not embarrassing you, I'm just saying facts.
Bonang Mateba has so much to celebrate from her 2-part reality special, Every Bonang Year, ranking in over 2 million views, to featuring in Charlemagne the God's Black Effect.
Charlemagne the God.
Podcast with iHeartMedia, to her very own prestigious House of B&G being the best-selling MCC at Woolworths. The ever so popular Bonang Mateba recently announced on her social media accounts that her 2 original variants, Brut and Brut Rosé, which retail for 400 each at Woolworths, have become the #1 selling MCC.
Wow.
That's another accolade to add on to your successes, hey?
Wow, like imagine 400 and still best-selling. #1. 400.
I mean, you know, Holly, in the media industry, one needs a PR team like Bonang.
Definitely a Bonang. No, like honestly, like I feel like we sometimes forget what Bonang's just started out as a media personality. Some of them was just in radio, some of them just your girl B type of thing. But to this day, Bonang is one of the biggest brands in South Africa, whether you like her or not. Yeah, she's really big. I mean, she's been through, you know, dating Bo AKA, but I feel like those things don't even tarnish her image depending on who it's But Bonang has always been, Bonang is a big, like, I remember watching Bonang on live back in the day on some other channel we can't mention, but it was just, you wouldn't think one day we'll be like seeing Bonang everywhere and this big 40. Imagine B&G as a whole, like it's outside of market, outside of what she does, like you know, media person, but it's still selling. Imagine go Woolworths. So basically, there's a certain market she tapped into, and whatever she did, I know, I receive. I receive. Whatever she did, we all receive.
And the champagne brand was launched in 2019 and became popular. It was even named the MCC for Sunmet 2020 earlier this year. Her limited prestige reserve Brut MCC retailed at 700 per bottle and received a lot of criticism from people.
Yeah.
Did she stop?
Can I tell you? Those people that were criticizing, and #1, they're saying 800 is a lot, and they always say if something is too expensive, then it wasn't for you.
It's not for you.
So this just shows, you know what, the people she wanted to sell to, her target market, which I doubt would being on the stage right now.
I have to stand her marketing strategy. Remember with her book?
Wow.
And people kept criticizing the spelling errors but anyway.
But you forget, or sometimes marketing works in both ways. You know what I mean? I mean, as much as we're criticizing, everyone's just like, let's go see these errors. I'm like, but Bonang. No, Bonang is the one. Bonang is the one. You know what? Whoever is behind her team, like, you know what, guys, we salute you guys. We see what you're doing. And to think, she's also, you know, Bonang these days, she's, like I always say, remember Bonang live amp and then compare the two now. Like, it's like,
you know, when I see her name, give her hope.
Okay. Let's move on to the next story.
Musician Mompinja posted a 9-minute long video on Instagram lashing out at the government for their lack of support of the arts industry. In the video, he also revealed that he's a loan shark and is under debt review, encouraging other artists that were hit hard by the lockdown to join the company reviewing his debt.
Yeah.
And in this video, Shimora bashes the government for not supporting them financially, whereas they campaign for the government when they're in need. He also said that he revealed his information because he wants to help other artists, saying he has large assets, so that is why he is under debt review.
Yeah,
and he's actually right, Kat. The fact that Haunalidi campaign, the rallies and all of that, they are there. Celebrities are there to support them. But now that they're struggling, nobody's there to help them.
And the irony of that is, the same people that would say, Hori, these people are using these artists to campaign, they're the hardest hit, honestly. Like, I can say if artists need level 0 or minus 10,000 or so everything, but whatever is happening, I mean, they actually suffering. Like as much as Mampencha was under, whatever happened with the whole little babes, like, besides that, there are things he said in there that made sense. Like, honestly, like, I know, I'm not saying that, that's your comment. And I'm just saying, there are things that he said, I'm just like, you know what, artists are really like suffering, and you really gotta admit, or artists ba suffer out there. But let's just check out a video of Mampencha just explaining himself to, you know, to the people.
Yeah.
Government abanathi lento lokukhuluma into engekho lokuzanya into engekho akanandaba nje naso government ngazi noma khona bekhona umuntu owathatha iplate lakhe emcimbini nelalize kuyena walidla i favorite food yakhe angazi vese kodwa nje hayi ngenkulu inhlonipho hayi silimele kakhulu sama artists thina hleze sikhampenela bona futhi mabenza imisebenzi but it's fine akuna problem so ngoba into ebalekile la akusikona ukuhlekana ukusizwa abantu bayahlekana awukhona ukuboleka into kumuntu sokuhleka akuhlebe bani befikile la ethola ikhanda ezoloku uyabona into ngishoyo so ngithola ikhampani mina engekuyona ebengibona lokhu advertise because bese sizama iplan ukuthi ngoba thina phela si own izinto eziningi ezinkulu yabo si own izinto eziningi ezinkulu siyondla imndeni amakhaya u7 8 9 sifundisa izingane siza abantu yabo sikhokhela izingane ezinye esikoleni esingazazi ezikhula ngamakhanda but abantu nje abasiza emphakathini ivideo singaphuma ephepheni kusabalekile naloko futhi so le company i-debt recon uzobona nje lapha epage lami ngipostile _Shimora nepage lami ke le Westing Records Westing Reloaded engipostile kulona into eyenza la kule company asenze example asithi for instance mhlambe ukolota imoto ebank badonsa 30,000 because sihamba ngemoto enkulu angazi kwabanye abantu mhlambe nokuthi mhlambe badonsa 10,000 sisho njalo badonsa 10,000 every month ngala sibuya kwi-COVID ngala uyondla ngala kunenkinga ufuna uthenga ukudla ngala kunabantu ababuye ufuna ukuboleka imali ngala ufuna ubheka abazali like it's too much so le company uya SMS kuyona I think 1 rand 150 SMS igama elithi usizo 243366 usizo 43366 bese bayakufonela bakubuza ukuthi okay unesikweletu esingakanani asenze example leki asihlambu no 10,000 badonsa 10,000 njalo bese bayakubuza ukuthi wena ufuna sikhulume nalowo company edonsayo ukuthi ufuna idonse emalini bese uyasho ukuthi hayi ngifuna idonsa 1,000 kwangizosana no9 ngikwazi ukuyithengela into zami zokuphuza ezincane ukwazi ukondla ukwazi ukuthenga igross yabo ngicabanga ukuthi yona mhlambe into eyenza sense after ubhuti Madlisa album lo shisa wonke nedandokazi album elishisa lonke after COVID into eyenza sense because la kuhlejwa ngithi la khuluna indawo zokuthi hayi manje sizocabanga akuna petrol bomb la awujahwa ndawo la awudutshula awuboshwa la i-debt recon uqeda izikweletu awubulawa akwenziwa lutho awujahwa bakusiza nje ukuthi ikhampani le edonsa u10 usho wena ufuna idonsa emalini ufuna idonsa 1,000 donsa 1,000 makhulume nayo phela nje uya SMS and ufuna ube quick u-SMS futhi ngizo-advise ama artists amaningi enze njalo because ngiyazi wona senkingeni enkulu bese kuba ukuthi ke nabanye abantu but mhlawumbe kube abantu abasebenzayo.
Yeah, no, the mutual I mean, as much as he also was talking for artists, I feel like Namunas advertise too much and all his brands and all that. This is where with artists you end up forgetting the message behind, because next thing is now Sabwaka and now it's about him. It's not even about the but anyway, we get the message. It's well received, and obviously some artists are hopefully they're listening so that they can actually help themselves.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
All right, so now next story. Ntsiki caused chaos on the timeline once again over the weekend when she suggested that Nomcebo Zikode should pay equal to Master KG from the song. The poet reasoned that because Nomcebo wrote the lyrics and provided vocals for the global hit, she deserved 50% ownership of the song.
Yeah.
And Master KG then responded in a tweet that there are so many songs in this world where people are featured, and he's never seen Ntsiki or anyone else is saying this, or is it there's something behind what she's saying?
Yeah, I mean, like we say, when you are flooded, when you are inundated, I'd say flooding, but I want to use So when you're inundated by love and all support and all this, there's always going to be a small river or a portion of people that just like, for some funny reason, they just detract us and you don't understand why.
But we're used to this. I don't get phased whenever I see Ntsiki training because I know she started. I don't know why.
What happens?
I don't think they've pay attention.
What happens? Like, I'm sure maybe she's like that mazwai that, you know, I'm sure whenever she was just in the corner. Yeah. She's like, you know what, one day there's going to be Twitter and I too will become famous. Just because I don't have the vocals, it's fine. We'll have Twitter, mama, I'll buy data and she'll become famous.
No,
so
but anyway, she's annoying.
But anyway, we talk about Master KG, whose song is the most Shazam song in the world. 150 million views on YouTube, and you just choose to hate for no reason, and it literally makes no sense.
It doesn't.
But again, I think later on we keep giving it airtime. I feel like we should really be banned from talking about this girl. Like, honestly, like,
but you know what they say about people who how someone treats you is how they feel about themselves.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. So she feels what?
What is on that?
Oh, wow. So she basically, but anyway, let's just move on to sad stories now. Yeah.
Okay. And yet again, the battle continues with South Africans pleading that foreign nationals to leave the country. This after 5 Nigerian nationals have been arrested and charged with human trafficking after 10 women were found to be working as prostitutes at brothels, masquerading as bed and breakfast accommodation.
Yeah.
And Northern Cape Hawk spokesperson Nomtandazo Mnisi said it was not yet known how the women ended up in the brothel, but some of the women alleged that they were lured into the country with promises of jobs.
Yeah, that's a really sad story.
It is.
I mean,
I feel like people need to do more research, Kat, when you get a job. There are a lot of red flags that come. Like, for example, there must be a paying a fee.
Yes.
To get a job. I need the job. Where do I get the money?
I've always said the worst thing about this is that it's an exploitation of desperation. I mean, sometimes you don't think straight if you just, for example, if someone has to say it's a job at 20,000 rand, right? And all I have to pay is 400.
And you're desperate.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, it's like 20,000, 400, what was, and you're just like, you know what, I'd rather get, because sometimes it's just, people are really like, I know people that have been sitting at home for like 5 years, and I feel like at this point people are like, people are just exactly what I mean, like people are just waiting to just find something, even if it's just out of nowhere. Whether someone just posting on WhatsApp, someone just posting on Twitter, on Facebook, just to make sure they actually got food. Because sometimes, and I feel like we as black people come from broken homes where you don't have support within the family, so you just have to stand up on your own. And again, I'm not trying to justify women just obviously, or people not paying attention to these things, but just desperation against Kalebala, it makes people do, you know. So we actually have a video of one of the guys actually speaking outside with police and all this, so just check this out. Yeah. So let's just go, I think we're going to go to a quick ad break now and stop talking about these sad and depressing stories. You know, we started off well talking about entertainment.
And then all of a sudden,
and actually there's another story that's just coming in that we're going to actually tell you guys right after the break. It's one of those sad stories. Mpumalanga ANC thingy is also alleged to have raped his own daughters, and actually we'll give you more information on this right after the break.
The same expression.
Violence and sexual abuse against children has become a major social challenge during the COVID-19 lockdown. We appeal to adults, parents and caregivers to be kind towards children during this lockdown and beyond. Give children the space they need to engage with their reading and learning activities. Do not hit them. Do not yell at them. they are equally frustrated. We urge you to listen, support, and help the children to survive the COVID-19 lockdown. Report immediately any incident of sexual abuse. The Department of Basic Education. Every child is a national asset.
Feel the heat.
I love Adam Selman.
The girls are really thin. I think it looks very glamorous from the outside.
The life of a model in New York City.
There is such cool prints. So many.
You know, I'm buying this.
Look at me and all the selfie sort of thing. Honestly, I didn't really know that was actually a job. It just didn't occur to me.
Congratulations. Feel the excitement. Feel the heat with StarSat. Feel the heat.
Chicken portions are an easy way to feed a crowd.
I've just started to incorporate all my ingredients.
We're gonna put this inside of a hot cast iron skillet.
You want to really fill up on great protein.
It's now time to sample the chef's dish. Look at this.
I know.
Like that?
Feel the excitement.
The chicken is on the spot.
Feel the heat with StarSat.
Welcome back from the break. You're still with me, your boy KATLEGO, MOGAMPANYANE, Sharaweti, with my sister here, MASECHABA, KOBOLA. Don't worry, I was going to greet. And anyway, guys, as we were telling you before the break, the news is actually Mpumalanga ANC PEC member has been suspended for allegedly raping his 2 daughters.
How absurd is that?
You're going to see more of this story maybe on Galaxy Prime and in the morning Pan-African. But right now, let's just move on to our guest. Awesome. Awesome.
His real name is Wood.
Do you want to introduce yourself maybe?
My name is OSOME FEYN, and I'm an artist with the hope of being something special in life.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You look very young.
I am.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, and when did you start being in rap? What kind of hip hop are you? The rap or the one with message or what? Trap?
No,
the one with message.
I'm a
the one with message.
I make hip hop music.
The one with message.
Music, yeah.
So it makes sense. It's the one that makes sense.
So you're basically conscious. You're a conscious rapper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So when did you get into this music thing? I feel like maybe you're not sure what's happening.
I am sure what's happening.
So you're the one with message.
Yeah.
Rap with the one with message.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. How long have you been doing this whole music thing, and what do your parents think about it?
Actually, I grew up making music as a kid. I always liked music, and I lived I lived music.
So you grew up in a household maybe where you used to be, like how
my older brother, my uncles, my moms, everybody sings.
Oh yeah?
So I just took a different route, and then
rap.
Yeah, hip hop.
Are you going to school currently?
Nope.
And how did your parents rather feel when you told them that you'd rather do music than actually go to an institution?
Actually, it was scary at first, but my pops pulled through, and then it was okay.
It was successful.
Yeah. That's okay, good. So with what you do right now, music. Now, if you didn't have the talent in music, what else would you be doing?
I don't think I would do anything else except music.
Wow.
So there's no backup plan. What was right now we're faced with the
pandemic,
and there was no gig, there was nothing. Say that went on for a year or 2.
I'm a business boy.
But you just said you don't do anything.
There was nothing that you couldn't do.
I'm like, that's the only thing that a person could survive with. But
what kind of business?
I'm not gonna
clothing. Because I know rapidly clothing is brands.
Same WhatsApp brand.
Same
not clothing.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just ask you, how have you been affected by COVID-19? Let's just start there. Especially as an artist.
As an artist, I was supposed to have a tour.
Yeah.
From I think March or April.
SA tour or global tour?
SA tour.
Okay.
And then that was delayed.
Yeah.
So I had missed a lot of performances, interviews, and a lot of things. So
how did it affect you? Maybe financially? Did you have to
financially
move to
it didn't
affect me financially.
Okay. And then who do you look up to, in the
music
rap industry?
Kanye West.
Oh, okay, easy.
In South Africa, who would you like? Who's your dream collabo right now?
Nasty C.
Of course. I mean, you even have the look. I could have assumed you're going to say Nasty right now. But anyway, how do you think going into the fourth industrial revolution, that's the whole technology that you're going to sort of adapt into it? Because right now, like we said, people haven't been performing, right? So some people took it virtual. How do you think you're going to adapt to the fourth industrial revolution?
We actually have already adapted to it because we've been doing everything live.
Yeah.
Plus interviews live, Instagram live, Facebook live, YouTube live. So,
but have you been making money out of that?
Nah.
Not yet.
Nah.
So how then do you think, and then that's exactly my question, how do you think that you want to implement the 4IR to make money?
You can actually, we make money via streams and views.
Yeah. So do your album sell? Yeah. Are you well off there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. And what should people expect from you going forward?
A lot of music, and nice music actually.
Yeah.
And collabs. Cause like I haven't really been like doing collabs.
Have you been writing?
Yeah, I do write a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, what can are people expecting, an EP, an album, or are you still relaxing for now?
I dropped an EP during lockdown.
Oh, okay. And
2 EPs actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have enough songs to drop an album, but I'm not gonna drop an album anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay. For someone that maybe doesn't know you, right?
Yeah.
What do you think in your music is gonna inspire them to basically try to tune in for at least for 2 songs to understand, or you know what, you might be my next favorite artist type of thing. So what about you makes you stand out?
The truth and the only truth. I kind of tell you how I really feel about something, and you take it the way you take it.
But technically, that's how it is with everyone.
Yeah.
Whether it's trap, even if I'm saying I'm going to the car, that's me telling you something. So what makes you different?
We both have like you and I have different childhoods, the way we grew up and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
So for me, growing up as a Venda kid or growing up in Venda, doing hip hop and me slanging or using English, it wasn't like that type of vibe thing where I came from. So for me to like stand alone, or I had like other people doing it, but it's always a self-made journey. So for me to like stand alone and be like represent myself as who I am Awesome FEYN, this is what I do, I'm not gonna change because of what other people will say, or I'm not using Venda in my songs. So it's all about how you grew up or how your journey was. So my journey was different from any other one. So
All right.
Okay.
Can you just tell the people where they can find you on social media, follow you, where your music is? Is it on Jukes, iTunes, wherever?
Yeah, I'm actually on all digital music platforms: iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, all that. And social media, you can follow me on OSOME_FEYN, which is OSOME_FEYN on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yeah, no, thank you, brother, man.
Thank you so much.
I think we got like, this was like an interview at 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like it was like
straight
question, pam, pam. It was like, I'm like, give us something. You're like, you know, I'm like, okay,
hey,
cool.
This is me.
But you know what, brother, man, I think maybe you respect time. Maybe you know what, hey, so let me just like just quick one. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. You're still here, Corona Social Trends with MASECHABA.
And with me, Kat.
We out, guys. We out. Bye-bye.